So today's topic is quite a sad one. It concerns the crime of infanticide, which is killing one's own child. It was very common in the Victorian period, particularly was considered a bit of an epidemic in the 1850s and 1860s, with the poverty, of course, that existed in those times, and the large families, the lack of contraception, the lack of benefits, the amendment to the Poor Law in the 1830s, which meant that men who sired illegitimate children were not obliged to provide for them. As you can imagine, this left lots of women in desperate situations. You can see an image behind me of a mother and her children during this period. So it's no wonder that many women did resort to killing their children. One particularly sad case in London concerned a woman called Esther Lack, who murdered her 3 children. She was in extremely poor health, extreme poverty, and it was believed she was suffering from some sort of brain tumour, or nobody knows, but the courts actually took mercy on her. Women who were convicted of infanticide were often regarded as insane, because why else would they commit such an unnatural crime? There was a Victorian concept of the angel of the house, the nurturing wife and mother, God-fearing, etc. So if women were doing this, then they had to be mad. And these women, like Esther Lack, were not given the death penalty, but they were sent to asylums. And there they were subject to pretty horrible treatments, such as purging and other, quack treatments in later years, electric shock treatment, that sort of thing. It's interesting that a lot of the headlines at the time tended to sensationalize these kind of crimes, and just as they would do today, often these mothers were shown as evil or unnatural in some way, barbarous, savage, etc. These were the kinds of words used. I think it's not that much different nowadays, to be honest, although perhaps there definitely is a much better understanding of postnatal depression, mental illness, and sympathy afforded women who commit these kind of crimes for those reasons. In our tour, Jailbirds of Old London, we explore these crimes and these concepts and ideas from Victorian England, and how they've shaped the way that we view mothers and mother killers even to this day.